I am Aligir Lingappa, Assistant Professor. Today's my branch is Electricity, Vector and Electromagnetic Theory. Electromagnetic Theory. So, in that chapter, my topic is Production of Electromagnetic Waves. So, branch electricity, vector and electromagnetic theory, program BSc, subject physics, semester third semester, University Vijayanagara Sri Krishnadevaraya University Ballari, session 48. Learning objective, magnetic field vector, electric field vector, electromagnetic waves and charged particles. So these are the learning objective. Session outcomes: direction of the magnetic field, direction of the electric field, direction of the propagation of electromagnetic waves, then applications of Poynting vectors. So prerequisites: concept of electric field vector, concept of magnetic field vector, permittivity of free space, permeability of free space, accelerated charged particle, then the concept of electromagnetic waves. So these are the concepts we must require for the study of that means production of electromagnetic waves. Production of electromagnetic waves. We know that a static charge can produce only a static electric field with a zero magnetic field in its internal frame. So what we know that any charged particle at rest which produce only electric field but which do not produce magnetic field, and a uniformly moving charge can produce both electric field as well as a magnetic field, but field amplitude vary with the radial distance r as 1 by r square. So the Poynting vector as 1 by r to the power of 4, a radial dependence, and hence its internal or integral over a closed surface vanishes at a large distance. The closed surface area being proportional to r square. So because area of a sphere is equal to 4 pi r square, it shows that the radiation cannot be generated by an uniformly moving charge. So that means which shows that the accelerated charge, the accelerated electric charge that only produce electromagnetic radiation. On the other hand, an accelerated charge can produce an additional electric and magnetic field proportional to the acceleration. And these fields vary with r as 1 by r, so that the Poynting vector over a closed surface is finite at a large distance. Thus, the accelerated charge can produce electromagnetic radiation. So what we know that the static electric charge which produced only electric field, that means a charge moving with uniform velocity, so which produced both electric and magnetic fields, but which do not produce the electromagnetic radiation. So that means if suppose the charge, if it accelerated, so then only which produced electromagnetic radiation. The main concept here is that electromagnetic waves are generated with both electric and magnetic field components. Electromagnetic waves are classified into many types, that means different types, according to their frequencies or wavelengths. These types include, in order of increasing frequency, radio waves, microwaves, infrared radiation, visible light, ultraviolet radiation, X-rays and gamma rays. So these are the different types of electromagnetic radiation, different types of electromagnetic radiation. They can be arranged based on their frequencies or wavelengths. It said that electromagnetic waves are produced by the accelerating or oscillating charges. The electric and magnetic field, which can support each other to form an entity and propagate in space, is called the electromagnetic wave. No one before Maxwell predicted the existence of electromagnetic wave. The remarkable discovery the Maxwell's equations have is the fact that a changing electric field produces a changing magnetic field, and the changing magnetic field can produce the changing electric field. So Maxwell's equations, they gave an idea about the relation between magnetic field and electric field. That means the changing electric field which can produce a changing magnetic field. Similarly, a changing magnetic field which can produce the changing electric field. An electromagnetic wave begins when an electrically charged particle vibrates. A vibrating charged particle causes the electric field surrounding it to vibrate as well. A vibrating electric field in turn creates a vibrating magnetic field. There are two types of vibrating fields combined to create an electromagnetic wave. Then what are the applications of electromagnetic radiations? They are used to transmit short or long or FM wavelength radio waves. They are used to transmit TV or telephone or wireless signals and energies. They are responsible for the transmission of energy in the forms of microwaves, visible light, infrared radiation, ultraviolet light, gamma rays and also X-rays. Television and radio systems use the principle of broadcast information. Then fifth one, they are used in communications satellites. Communication satellites. Then now we have discussed about multiple choice questions. So first one, electromagnetic waves are produced by a static charge. Second, an accelerated charge. So third one, a moving charge. Fourth one, charged particles. An accelerated charge which produced electromagnetic waves. Second one, choose the wave relevant to telecommunication. Ultraviolet, infrared radiation, microwaves, and then visible light. So microwaves are the relevant waves to telecommunication. Which of the following electromagnetic wave has the highest wavelength? X-rays, ultraviolet rays, infrared rays, then microwaves. When comparing these two radiations, where infrared radiations have highest wavelength, so compared to X radiations, ultraviolet radiations, and then microwaves. So fourth one, who first demonstrated the existence of electromagnetic waves? Hertz, Maxwell, Ampere, Faraday. So Hertz, he was discovered the existence of electromagnetic waves, so called, in the universe. Then a fifth question, which of the following has zero average value in a plane electromagnetic wave? Both magnetic and electric fields, electric field only, magnetic field only, none of this. So in case of that means plane electromagnetic waves, both magnetic and electric fields, they have zero average value. So authors. So these are the reference books we have used for the study of production of electromagnetic radiations. So first one, College Physics, Volume 2, Sundararajan, George Thomas and Said Aziz. Then Electricity and Magnetism by K.K. Tiwari, Electricity and Magnetism by Sehgal and Chopra, then Electrodynamics by B.B. Lord. So these are some of the reference books we have used for the study of the production of electromagnetic radiation. Thank you.